Ayan. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce again myself first. I'm Vernie Nathaniel Araulio. I'm one of the product solutions engineer of Microsoft Modern Workplace from VST ECS. And today, we are going to discuss to you the modern workplace solution package offering. No? For the first one, we have the virtual learning solution. No? So, let's begin. Before I begin with my presentation, let me just give you this simple quote. No? First to adapt is first to survive. So, it's up to you on how you will translate this um, quote. No? So, let's proceed. So here we have to evaluate the challenges. No, so as we evaluate the challenges, um, we all know that the adaptation when it comes to the new normal is not just for the educational institutions. Even in the enterprise or corporate businesses, there are also many challenges in adapting to the new normal. But when it comes to the schools naman, it is not just for the teachers who need to adapt with this situation. We must also have the consideration when it comes to the parents and to our students. No, aside from those three, those three considerations that we had, we also need to consider the non-teaching staff and the one who managed the organization, right? No, so for our considerations will fall later on why we came up with this such a solution. And lastly, we have we need someone to guide. We need someone to guide us in learning these new technologies, platforms, and even yung mga practices. So here are some of the challenges for the schools. So first one, we need a solid platform in place for online learning. No, and the second challenge is that we need a video conferencing and instant messaging platform where all of the teachers can meet with their students and the meeting, like for example, with the parents teachers conference, meeting with the internal non-teaching staff, the management, and the whole team. So with this one, the platform should also allow us to present our lectures during classes. Also, we want to record these meetings as well, or even yung mga classes, and store them on a video content platform online. So this platform should be secure and it is highly available. So by securing this challenge or by securing this kind of platform, our requirement should be that only specific students, parents, and specific people could access these contents. Next challenge is that we need a shared document management library. No, it is not just the online documents or learning modules are needed to be stored and secure in an online storage. So what else do we need to secure and should be readily available? No, these are the examples like the POR, student records, the other records for internal reports, and all of them should be highly available, should be secure on a cloud storage. All of these could be shared on a single file. All of those um, files, documents could be shared on a single platform and can be accessed on an online learning platform, which is the Microsoft Teams. No, so it should be integrated as well. So these platforms, which is yung shared document management library, these are the ones that cannot be accessed by others. Next challenge is that uh, we need different set of tools to provide evaluation, assessments for our students online. So part of our training is that uh, to guide the teachers on how to create online assessment tools or contents using Microsoft Forms. We also need an application to be integrated on a platform as well, no, with Microsoft Forms. And this platform could automatically check the work of the students, and right after the submission, there is a grade immediately and can provide the remarks for the students. And for the privacy, only the students with the access can view all of his or her grade. No, one of the dilemmas of the teachers on the old school way is the manual checking of the assessments. So, like before, they still need to use, for example, acetate papers to check assessments of their students. So, with this method, it really takes time for them to input and record the data, including the analysis of the answers of their students. So, all of these things are done manually, but with this solution of a single application, a single platform of Microsoft, you can now eliminate and automate all of those challenges. Next one is that um, all of these features should be well integrated and accessible through the students or teachers account. No, so every user should be allocated with their own unique personal accounts, right? So the requirement, if possible, we want to have an official email account tailored for their school for them to access all of the platforms using that one credential only. So, in terms of managing with the IT department, they don't need to manage as many accounts as as the number of their students. No? And then lastly, um, we need someone to guide and support us in using this all of these solutions or all of these platforms. No, you can just buy a license and then explore or study it on your own, because eventually there will be some challenges along the way. There will be difficulties for the parents, from the students, from the teachers, and even the non-teaching staff. No, so after you bought Microsoft licenses, you'll say, "Oh, it's good and it's actually what you need for your organization." But the catch here is that you don't know how to use or maximize all of those platforms. No, that's why we need a development program and training for both teachers, parents, and students alike. So these challenges are resolved through this Office 365 applications. So first one, we do have Microsoft Teams. So earlier we have defined all of the different challenges we may encounter in our organization. So the first in line is that we have Microsoft Teams, which would be the centralized hub platform of all Office 365 applications for collaboration. So Microsoft Teams offers web conferencing and instant messaging features, which are necessary for virtual classroom environments, online meetings, consultations, and even trainings for the webinar. Next one is that we have Microsoft Stream. No, so teachers now have the option to upload or record all of their virtual classes, meetings, conference presentations, and consultations, and store them in a centralized video content platform. No, so students can now rewatch, replay all of these recorded lectures in Microsoft Stream. Next one, we have OneDrive for Business. No, see, OneDrive for Business is a private cloud storage for personal use, wherein each user is initially entitled to a 1 terabyte of cloud storage. No? So they can sync and access all of their files through any devices without the hassle of using any external drives or flash drives. No? OneDrive eliminates the use of having external drives and flash drives in an old school way. Next one, we have SharePoint Online. So si SharePoint Online is a centralized cloud storage where groups or teams can store their common files. So these files can come in any type or any size, be it a Word document, PDF file, worksheets, presentations, video, and more. No? So this enterprise grade platform can serve as a common repository for teamwork and collaboration within your organization. Next one is that we have Microsoft Forms. So Microsoft Forms can automatically check the work and provide the marks to the students each time they take the exam or the assessment. No? So teachers can also leverage on analytics wherein they could identify which question has the most number of mistakes, correct answers, and follow through with the corresponding topics. No? The time for checking, recording, all of the grades is greatly reduced, thus giving the teachers more time to focus on the quality of their contents and for learning and the delivery of their presentation. So with Microsoft Forms, um, this will help or this will give us or the teachers more time to focus on other things. They will be more efficient and productive on their work. Next one is that we have Exchange Online. No? See, each organization, staff, non-teaching, teaching, students, or even parents can have their own email or even official email account provided by the school. No? It is the same email account that is used to log in and access all of the Office 365 applications and all of its resources. So the results as an identity-based security layer that only allows specific users to access confidential informations with regards to personal informations of the students and even the school contents. And lastly, um, for the deployment, implementation, configuration, maintenance, support, and consultation are also bundled as a whole package within the virtual learning solution. Now let's talk about what is Office 365. So for those who has no idea of what is Office 365, so this is actually what Microsoft offers. So basically, what is Office 365? So Office 365 it does not only include Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. No, so it is more of productivity and collaboration. And for those companies that have transition to work from home, or even the schools that conduct online learning, and basically all of the industries are the one who are looking for Office 365, especially now we are experiencing this kind of pandemic. So that's why very effect or very in demand. That's why Office 365 is very in demand. Now let's talk about the licensing of Office 365 for the education. So first, we have actually with Office 365 for education tier, we have three different licenses. So first, we have Office 365 A1, Office 365 A3, and Office 365 A5. For the Office 365 A1, basically it is the web and mobile versions of Office 365. And for the Office 365 A3, it is basically the desktop or online and offline services of Microsoft, which includes desktop applications plus the online services. So we have Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and Publisher. While for the online services, we have Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, OneNote, Forms, Streams, Way, and etc. And lastly, for the education tier, we do have Office 365 A5. For the A5, it is actually almost the same with Office 365 A3. But the only difference is that Office 365 has Power BI, which is more of the data analytics. So next, let's move forward on the Office 365 overview and features. So um, when we say Office 365, every user can install Office applications up to 15 devices. So meaning 5 desktop or laptops, 5 tablets, and 5 mobile phones. So all of your devices can be installed with an Office 365 application. So if you are a user with a multiple device, this is Office 365 or Microsoft is best for you. So with Office 365, you can sync to multiple devices. You can actually edit a document simultaneously, and it is compatible with multiple platforms. Next one is that we have OneDrive for Business. So OneDrive for Business is has a bigger storage of 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte. So usually with other providers, it is less than 1 terabyte of cloud storage. So with this one, it can't be consumed with just an ordinary user. No? So technically, it is a file storage good for backing up and syncing files across all of your devices. So with OneDrive for Business, basically it is a file storage, and you can also use this to share your files. Next one is that we have SharePoint Online. So if we have, if there is a personal drive, which is the OneDrive for Business, then we have what we call the network storage or company cloud storage. So all of the files for collaboration, critical files are placed in a cloud storage for, it is all placed in a cloud storage for any event. Suppose someone resigns or someone needs to pull out a file in a common storage, it is already accessible by anyone from any devices, provided that they have the access to that certain file. So why is there OneDrive if there is already SharePoint, or why is there SharePoint if there is already OneDrive? So basically, the difference of those two is that OneDrive is your personal storage and SharePoint is the company cloud storage. Next is that aside from um, those applications, we have Exchange Online. So basically, Exchange Online is the email server or the email host under Office 365, which manages the mailbox of each user. So it is the email server or the email host. So with Exchange Online, we can actually do encryptions, email, calendar, and scheduling, automatic permission settings, and policies. And we can also use this to link as attachments and encryptions. Next, aside from all of those applications, we actually have Microsoft Teams. So this is what we use for collaboration. We can also share presentations, and we can actually record a meeting as well for in any moment that we want to rewatch or review all of those recordings or videos. We have something to pull out. So the beauty of this is that when it comes to classes, for example, a certain student is absent, or he or she is disconnected due to internet connection, they have an option to rewatch or review, and they can still cope up with the lectures. So that's why Office 365 is an effective learning management solution. It's because of the features that can be replicated by other learning management solutions. With Microsoft Teams, we can actually do IM, presence, voice, and HD videos. We can actually share presentations, and we can actually use this for remote permission or remote control permissions. So we can actually request or give control permissions with other business users. And next one, we have Microsoft Stream. So when we say Microsoft Stream, when it comes to recordings, we have a Microsoft Stream wherein all of our company videos and even the recordings from Microsoft Teams is stored in Microsoft Stream. So it is like we are having our own YouTube platform within our company organization. So in terms of security, in other social media platforms, let's say with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, no, we do not have an access, or we do not have a control if who can download, upload, watch our videos. With Microsoft Stream, we do actually have a control on which specific user or person can access all of our contents. So yeah, all of your videos in one place wherever you are deliver more effective learning, and we can collaborate more easily with videos in all of our applications. And lastly, for the applications, we do have Microsoft Forms. So basically, Microsoft Forms, this one lets employees, teachers, or any staff to automate and simplify business processes, capture feedbacks, generate quizzes and polls, and even run basic analytics. So, um, as an experience, I there are some organizations or even schools, companies that use Microsoft Forms as their tool for contact tracing. For schools, they use this for quizzes, exams, assignments, and for other private sectors or organization, they use this for polls and to simplify business processes. Now let's talk about the strategy and the roadmap for the new normal. So we customized or prepared a strategy and a roadmap for the new normal. So with this one, with the strategy and the roadmap of new normal. So one of our roadmaps to guide our customers or even school partners is that upon the start of the project, we are having the planning and the engagement part. So this is where we are setting expectations and roadmaps for your organization. So also during week one, we actually create a feedback form. Maybe it could be a survey for the parents and even for the faculty or the staff members. So after that week, um, after that week one, which is the feedback form, we actually analyze those captured feedbacks. We can create customized milestones for a certain institution or organization or even your businesses. So, and also, we prepare contents specifically or tailored for your organization. For every session, there is the development and test environment, because once we provision the initial licenses to the teachers, they could already have the data or the idea what the platform is. So, of course, we provide guides, documents, videos to the teachers or other and the other personnel personnel as early or even before and after the training. Now let's move forward on the adoption phase. So for the adoption phase, um, let's start that with this is the time where we conduct user trainings for faculty, for the students, and even sa mga parents. We also create, this is the time for the creation of the accounts for the teachers, for the students, and even sa mga, for the non-teaching staff and under other members of your organization. Next one is that included in the adoption phase for the week three. Um, in week two, we prepared several contents. Now on we provide them creation of accounts for the teachers, students, and the staff. Now for the week two and now here's a week four, they would be given time to compile all of these assets. They will be given time to compile all of these assets and migrate them to the OneDrive or even on their SharePoint. So one good example of um, this implementation is this. There is a teacher, for example, there is a teacher who resigned. What will happen to the contents of the teacher that has been created from that time? No? And if given a chance that if there's someone that will replace the resigned teacher, with this OneDrive and SharePoint will make it easier to endorse the contents, data, and information that the teacher had. And for the last phase is the deployment phase. So for the deployment phase, we this is the time where we create all of the official classrooms, groups, and teams under Microsoft Teams, including the configuration and the setup of services. So next one is that we enroll the students, the faculties, other staff to those teams and classrooms that we have created. So they can start using those groups and provision their contents under that groups or teams. So here on week six or week seven rather. So with uh, with this one, we already did the migration of assets from week two, week four, and now with week seven. This is the time we allow all of our users to test and validate their accounts. So um, with in this week, we expect a heavy load of inquiries, support inquiries, or requests because once we deploy those digital assets to the users, digital applications, we can still encounter um, multiple or some user problems. And on the arrival of week 8, we'll now start the rolling out. We will now start the rolling out for the parents and the students. So everyone has already accessed their accounts on Microsoft Portal or even downloaded all of the applications on their devices. So after the rolling out of those accounts or implementations to the organization, this is the time that the maintenance and support will enter. So that's it for the Office 365 roadmap and for education. So that's it for the virtual learning solution. So now let's move forward on the Project Harmony, which is the second modern workplace product solution offering. So with Project Harmony, Project Harmony, basically VST ECS Project Harmony is a solution in a box. No? Meaning, Project Harmony consists of Microsoft CSP, Surface for Business, and Service Bundle. So with Project Harmony, we tailored in different Surface devices alongside with different Microsoft licenses, including the VST ECS services. So with Project Harmony, mhm. So with Project Harmony, we do have different Surface devices. So, for example, we have Microsoft Surface Pro 7, Surface Laptop 4, Surface Go, Surface Laptop Go, tailored in with different Microsoft licenses, which is the Microsoft 365 Business Standard, Business Premium, and Microsoft 365 E3. So for the mechanics, um, of Project Harmony, so first, the promo is available to specified partners only. It is valid from August 2021 to June 2022. So if you are not yet a certified or specified partner of VSTCS, you may contact us for questions and inquiries regarding the application. So with Project Harmony, it also has a minimum order quantity of 50 units for this solution. No? So all of the customers and user details is required. So if you are into this Project Harmony, kindly fill in the QR code to register your purchase. So all of the transactions should be registered in the QR code to be qualified here in the promo. So submitted codes will be monitored by VSTCS, and then VSTCS Philippines Incorporated reserves the right to discontinue, amend this program anytime. And lastly, VSTCS Philippines Incorporated management decision is final. So if you are interested with Project Harmony, kindly scan this QR code, or we'll post the link here in the chat box so you can already access um, this Microsoft Forms. So I think that's it. Thank you everyone for attending this. And then joining natin yung Arolio, one of the solutions engineer of Microsoft from VSTCS. So thank you.